Are you aware of the perception of many about how the power and the discretion at ICE is being used to enforce the laws? And do you see any parallels?
I do not see any parallels between
I'm talking about perception.
Officers and agents.
I'm talking about perception.
I do not see a parallel between what is constitutionally mandated as it relates to enforcing the law.
Are you aware that there's a perception?
I see no perception.
Are you aware that there's a perception
that puts ICE in the same category as the KKK?
So that started as a conversation about a tweet that he had sent out 3 years ago and then wound up comparing ICE to the KKK.
Which he said he made a mistake, Steve. He said that I should have put it on my private account.
Absolutely. Let's get Diamond and Silk, social media stars, big President Trump supporters joining us from Diamond and Silk headquarters somewhere in the world. Ladies, what do you make of the comparison that Senator Harris made yesterday?
You know, Kamala should be ashamed of herself. The blatant disrespect for our enforcement of immigration. You know, if Kamala want to talk about the KKK, she need to talk about her party who created the KKK to intimidate, manipulate in order to dominate. And the same thing is happening today. By asking him those type of questions, putting him on the edge of him seat, it's a form of manipulation is what it is. When we look at what's happening in Florida, it's a form of manipulation. It's all to dominate, and that's what they're trying to do. Exactly. Shame on Kamala Harris. She needs to understand if she run for president, we will not be voting for her. No, she won't win.
Well, Nancy Pelosi says that Al Sharpton has saved America. She had this message for him at the National Action Network's conference. Listen to this.
Thank you for helping take back America. People all over the place are calling me, writing on the airports here, there. Thank you for saving America. I give those thanks to you. Thank you for saving America. Reverend Sharpton, thank you for saving America.
Well, what do you think of that?
Al Sharpton hasn't saved America. No, what he has done or tried to do is divide America, hoodwink black people, and exploit the pain of black people is what he's done. That's what he's been doing, okay? He hasn't done anything. If he was really behind America and wanted America to prosper, why wasn't he behind the tax cuts? Why isn't he happy about the lowest unemployment, especially among African Americans? But he hasn't done anything for America but race baited is all he's done. He hasn't done anything for America.
And the only time you see Al Sharpton is whenever a white person has killed a black person. But when it's the black person have killed another black person, Al Sharpton go hide his head like a turtle. You don't see him no more.
You surely don't.
President Obama looked at him as a confidant.
Well, see, shame on President Obama. And President Obama is not a saint. I know that Michelle Obama is running around taught her book, but you know what really bothers me? The fact that they can disrespect a sitting president, disrespect the Oval Office. It's so disrespectful. They haven't done anything for America. That's why America chose President Donald Trump.
That's right. And if you also look at President Obama, we've been running around here talking about justice reform, prison reform. We had a biracial president. His black side did nothing for black people when it came down to the prison reform. It was Donald J. Trump that put it on the table and said, bring it to me, I'll sign this into law. Obama did absolutely nothing for it.
It was a great moment. Let's see if it passes the Senate. Criminal justice reform, we've been talking about it for 20 years. It might have gotten done this week.
Ladies, a moment ago you mentioned what's going on down in Florida. What do you make of the fact that the races for governor and the U.S. Senate have been so close down there?
Well, first of all, I think that this is a mere ploy. They're getting ready for 2020 to see how they can change some rules or change the rules in the middle of the game. I think to try, I call it the art of the steal is what I see. But it's not going to work. By you taking and you manipulating this and you questioning this, the integrity of the election has been questioned by all Americans, and I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, by playing games with these antics. Listen, when DeSantis take office, he needs to fire this lady, Brenda Snipes. Fire her immediately. This here has got to stop.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for being on with us. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for having us.